Hey everyone, welcome back and thank you for joining me for the next part of our live reaction playthrough of Dawntrail. So, quick recap from last time. We finally entered Solution 9, which we find out is part of the Kingdom of Alexandria. So, we did have a good look around the entire, at least this particular floor, because it is inside the tower and we were technically on just one of the floors, which is the largest where most of the people live. I think they said the other floors are supposed to be more like for production and industry. Anyway, we were able to have a guided tour because of Queen Sphene. We got to explore all these different nooks and crannies. We managed to find out more about the people and why this citizen, like the city is like how it does what it does. We find out a little bit more about the world that they came from, whether or not it's actually part of another existing shard or it's part of a shard that was destroyed years ago. We still don't know. They don't clearly reference that part. But we did find out that the world that Alexandria originally came from, it was leaning heavily towards lightning aspected ether, meaning that every year there were more and more thunderstorms. This caused crops to die, livestock to fail, and it finally got to a point that about half the year was just non-stop thunder and lightning. But because of a special ore that was discovered, which eventually became Electrobe, they relied upon that to actually power up all their cities. They were heavily dependent on this ore. Problem was, though, there was very limited supplies of it. So that's what caused this war to start fighting with all these other nations. And apparently it ended, the war called the Storm Surge, when Lindbergh, I love the reference there, but Lindbergh ended up using their stores of Electrobe to create a massive weapon of destruction, which unleashed like this massive burst of lightning, and I don't know, it just caused a calamity. So whether or not this was the exact same calamity that caused the calamity of lightning in this world, I can't say. I really do wish that they go ahead and explain that to me. But we did find out a lot more about its history, which I'm glad for. Sphene had to leave very mysteriously. She did look like she wanted to talk to us about something, but with all these sentries going around, I don't think she could. I want to like Sphene. I really do. I want to trust her, but she's not making this easy. Because she just seems so happy and cheerful, and those are kind of the people you always got to watch out for, because, you know, they're not always, there's no way anyone could be that happy all the time. It's like the most cheerful people are the ones that probably have the most secrets. That's kind of my opinion on that matter. Anyway, we are picking up where we left off here in Solution 9. Where are we? There we go. There. So we are getting ready to reunite with Kakiwa and the others and see what else we can discover. So scales of blue. Okay, so we're ready to head off to the meeting point. So we're supposed to go to a place called True View in the eastern sector. This conveyor ought to take us there. You know, once you get used to it, they're actually kind of fun. Come on, Claire. I mean, she seems to be taking to the city pretty quickly. Okay, so we got 3 aetheryte shards. This is the right place, you think? Well, I think you can forgive us if we get lost. It is so big. I don't see the others, though. Well, rather than sitting and waiting, we might as well explore a bit more. Huh? Claire, look over there. Aww, a Mamuja child. What are they doing here? That's a good question, but... Aww. Oh. You noticed too, right? The resemblance to Zoraal Ja? It's his son, isn't it? That's his kid. The blue scales of a bonawa and the features of a hobago. Hubago, sorry. This can't be a coincidence. I mean, if it's not his son, maybe it's like a failed clone or something. At any rate, wouldn't do to leave such a small child on their own. Come on, let's go after them. Yeah, we're kind of getting used to her antics, aren't we? Alright, so let's go off and find them. I mean, it has been 30 years since Zoraal Ja first came by, so it's not unreasonable. Wow. This really is something else. It's so different to what we're normally seeing. Like, it's normally like medieval kind of cities or something. So this is True View. I'm not sure what I'm looking at, but it does seem lively. You think? Oh, that has to be it. The Archidon. Okay, it looks like it's... They did say it was closed, didn't they? That building just about the only one that isn't lit up. Not open for business at the moment, I guess? That's how they get you. Oh. Hello. Ah! You just went and scared him, didn't you? I didn't see you there. Listen, we don't mean you any harm. We just want to talk. It's a bit odd, don't you think? They run when we approach, only to suddenly reappear. Could they want to take us somewhere? Maybe. Is that the way of it? You want us to follow you? Aww. So it is. Alright then, lead the way. You know, I'm starting to become a bit worried that maybe it is just a clone. And it's trying to lead us into a trap. But he's so cute. Once you choose to depart, Wootlamet will accompany you. The blue-scaled typical child. Yeah, okay. So we just have to keep Wootlamet following us while we follow him. Aww. He's adorable. I have a soft spot for kids. Where are you leading us? I mean, we're supposed to be around this area, right? So maybe it's leading us to Kakiwa and their hideout? I'm guessing. Oh, okay. Hello? Okay. What was that? Is this where you wanted to bring us? It looks like a tavern, I'm guessing. What is this place? If you're meant to relax here, it isn't working for me. Hey, what's your name? Doesn't want to talk, does he? So you're still not inclined to talk. Well, don't force him. You'll only talk if he's completely comfortable with you. Melancholy? Wow, that's a name. You know him? After a fashion, but never mind that. How about something to wet your whistle? Oh, she doesn't have a regulator either. Adorable as you are, it's on the house. I can recommend our special, Her Majesty. I'll prepare one without liquor for the boy, too. Wow, you have a drink named after you, too, Sveen. Yeah, maybe it's not a good idea. Thanks, but no thanks. We're supposed to meet a friend named Kakiwa. But we ran into the child on the way, and he led us here. Oh, so you're with Kakiwa. Okay, yeah, I'm guessing this is their hideout. No one here is wearing the regulators, are they? In that case, go and have a chat with Big Tasso there. He'll show you to a fun place. Wow. That could be taken in so many ways. What about him? I don't think he's in the mood to talk, so he can tend the bar with me. This has taken a turn for the strange, but you don't think we're walking into a trap, do you? No, but hey, I mean, if we're attacked, it's fine. Damned if this doesn't have suspicious written all over it. I mean, it is a secret organization, so you kind of have to get used to it. It's kind of like par for the course. Alright. What is this fun place meant to be? Is Kakiwa there? Well, we won't find out by standing here. I suppose it's the only way to find out. That was a quick quest. So, what kind of gear do we have now? Thunder Yard, Silk. Huh. Not bad. Kind of like it. Plus it's purple, which is definitely her color. Gives you teeth. This area is normally off limits, but Kakiwa's told us all about you. Just follow the corridor and head into the room at the end. Let's go, Claire. Whatever happens, you won't catch me being surprised. Wanna bet?
Wonderful! They're here!
I barely know her, but
We've
I just
only
love her
arrived
character.
Ourselves.
Amazing.
Man, this technology. You can imagine just... The Guardians alone would go crazy for it.
I bid you welcome to the back room. Oblivion's humble headquarters.
A hideout tucked behind a drinking hole. Brings back memories, doesn't it?
That is true.
Our members here are mainly creators and adapters. That is, scientists and engineers who specialize in electro. They use their skills to provide support to our field operatives. Geralt, Shale, be so kind as to give our friends an overview of your duties.
Oh no. Oh my god.
Well, there's provisioning. Gotta have supplies to fight the good fight, ain't ya? Luckily, we got the tools to craft most of what we need.
At least we know what his voice sounds like, finally.
Aspect of our work. Everkeep's core system is a veritable treasure trove of information. You just need to know how to get in and find it.
Oh, what's this?
We also handle surveillance and communications, watching the enemy's movements and coordinating our own. That sort of thing.
Why was she looking at the earring? She seemed to know something about it.
We spend a fair bit of effort investigating preservation. The organization credited with laying the foundations of electrope technology. From the soul management system to Everkeep's design, they're behind just about everything you see here. It'd be no exaggeration to say they made this realm what it is.
Interesting.
But their magnum opus was without a doubt the power which was used to join Alexandria to Zoraal. Interdimensional fusion.
Really? So they created this.
Said power isn't unlike my summoning technique and the magic within Azam's crystal. Yet, though the effect is localized, to be able to fuse realities. Even with my knowledge, I struggle to conceive how it could be possible.
Incidentally, the founders of our group, a husband and wife, were members of preservation at one point.
Oh, you don't mean...
That they opposed the fusing of worlds, and so defected in order to prevent it.
Oh no. Is this...
While not entirely unexpected, given what we have seen, this is still quite the revelation.
Were they her
By
parents?
the by, that's an interesting earring you have there. A novel way of carrying a data storage device.
Data storage? So it's like a flash drive?
Oh, you didn't know? Well, as a precautionary measure against machine infiltration, we scan everyone as they enter. And when we scanned you, we detected a small quantity of electrope.
Oh, the
Though it's
earring's
been
made of
dressed up,
electrope.
That earring is a storage device and no mistake. Bought it from a shop here, did you?
No, it isn't bought, but inherited.
I mean, she's technically like a citizen of Alexandria, isn't she? And if her parents were part of preservation, then she originally came from here.
So these people sent you through the portal along with the earring?
Do you know aught of them?
Listen, Cryo. The husband and wife who founded our order. It's believed that they were Malala.
And I think
Though
we saw
have no
them.
evidence at present, we can't rule out the possibility that they were your parents, or perhaps close relations. This I posit because they were the very individuals who spearheaded the research into interdimensional fusion. As traitors to preservation, they were relentlessly pursued.
Man.
If they had a child they feared they couldn't keep safe, entrusting her to the people of another world might have been their best option.
But if they spearheaded it,
parents.
why turn against
The
it?
founders of Oblivion. Tell me everything you know about them, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. Anything and everything.
We don't even know their names, I'm afraid. In a bid to elude preservation's agents, we suspect they erased all trace of themselves.
Makes sense. Quite smart, too.
I'm sorry we couldn't be of more help. If you're interested, though, you're welcome to review our accumulated data.
Yes, please. As an individual and member of my order both, I wish to learn as much as possible.
I should also like to peruse the data. Where the joining of realities is concerned, I may well be of service.
I mean, he has, like, experience with that,
Of
so...
course. Feel free to peruse to your heart's content.
Thank you.
If you like, I can examine your earring. I have to say, the prospect that it belonged to our founders has me itching to take a look.
So there's probably some kind of information stored there. I don't know what that could be.
I dare say we have enough eyes to pore over your records. Is there any other way we might be productive?
Like go out and kill something, you mean?
Not right now.
Not
We're
right
still
now.
waiting for Zoraal Ja to make the next move.
In that
Shouldn't be
case,
much longer.
Alisa, would you mind accompanying me?
Gladly.
Oh, Alize is being accompanied. Oh, man, that leaves us...
I've buggered it up again!
Never a moment's peace. Pay him no mind. I don't.
Oh, man. At least we finally have an idea of what his voice sounds like after
Hey,
all this
you
time.
two there! One of you give me a hand, would you? Don't matter who.
I just remembered I have matters to discuss with Shay.
Oh, thank you. Why are you leaving us with him? Ugh. I did not like that laugh. It was like a sinister laugh right there. Can we, you know, just... Better you than me. Oh, thank you for throwing me under the bus after all we've been through, buddy. Thanks a lot. Seldom does one see Kral so openly impassioned. As her comrade, I will do my best to support her. Well, can't you support us? You go deal with him? I don't think I can handle it. Shale has already extracted the data on the earring. At long last, a clue. My apologies, but I will remain here to review the information. I mean, it can't have, like, information about, you know, preservation, would it? Feel for you. While Janold is a brilliant adapter, it's as if he's stuck on full volume. It's all I can do to put up with the clamor. By the by, you didn't know him before, did you? Don't see how you could, but for a moment there, you were looking like him like you had seen a ghost. Oh, something like that. A little. Try to keep closest to the rest of us so you don't get surrounded. When I go on the attack, do you think I'm pushing forward too quickly? Oh, I get it. This place was originally designed by a preservation engineer. That's why it's wall-to-wall with contraptions. Okay, I guess we're just delaying the inevitable. Sorry you had to see me passion spilling over. Happens when you put your heart and soul into your craft, you know? And not to be weird or nothing, but I get a sense of kinship when I saw you. As if we met in another life. Oh boy, we should introduce him to Geralt. Any road, as I was saying, I need someone to lend me a hand. I haven't slept for 2 nights now, not a single wink, and I'm ripe to collapse. Then take a nap. Can't afford to though, got folks relying on me, see? If I'm to keep at it, I need you to fetch me favorite energy tonic. Of course it has to do with drinks, of course. That voucher's good for 2 cans, one for yourself by way of welcome. Can't get the stuff at any other vending machine though. You need to talk to a bloke named Philemon. You'll find him tending a bar out on the main strip. Off you go now. Philemon, that sounds like a Digimon or a Pokemon or something. Okay, let's go. First things first, want to have a quick look around here. Wow. Really not much to see though, is there? Damn. Okay, so there's 2 more. I wonder what kind of information is stored in that earring, though. I mean, it's small, so might not be able to hold that much data, but I don't know how Electrope works. I don't know how much information can, you know, realistically be stored there. So, still 1 left, way down there. Is this all of them? Yeah, I think so. Is it quicker to move down here? I think it is. But what I don't get here now is, if Kryle's parents were the ones who first spearheaded the technology for interdimensional fusion, why would they suddenly turn against it? Something had to have happened. Like, I don't know, maybe they felt like what they were doing was wrong all of a sudden, and you know what, they tried to put a stop to it themselves, but weren't able to. 'Cause something big had to have happened. It really had to be something serious to cause them to kind of turn their backs on everything. Oh man, this is confusing. Okay, so we got everything in solution 9. That's good to know. Welcome. What are you having? Energy tonics you can't get from vending machines? How dare you suggest that I sell such dangerous stuff? Away with you, and don't come back. Got a voucher? Slip it to me then, nice and subtle. Oh boy, he doesn't want to get into trouble if people found out about this. Ah, so you're collecting for Janolt. A can for him and a can for you, eh? I mean, I'm not against the idea. Here you go. Yours is formulated for beginners, gentler than the full strength stuff. Okay, I'm a little worried now. It's not contraband or anything, so you won't run afoul of the authorities, but if the Rodina Consortium was made aware of my special selection, it'd be bad for business. Why? What does this stuff do? Now, seeing it's your first time, I want you to drink your tonic here, just in case there are side effects. Side effects? Bottoms up now. Need to make sure it doesn't affect you in any unintended ways. Okay, I'm kind of concerned. What do you mean, render aid? Okay, full strength, beginners. Okay, so... now that's how you do it. Your pulls ought to quicken soon, after which you'll start to see everything more clearly, and then finally, you'll feel a roaring surge of energy. People say it's like growing a pair of rainbow wings. Well, you haven't up and corked it, so hurry along and give Janolt his tonic. He tends to leave it to the last moment. I expect he's about to keel over. Okay, I guess he must be a regular customer if he knows him so. Wow! Oh, this is cool! Can we get more of this drink? Aww, that was fun! Where can we get more of that stuff? This it? Yeah, it's it. Get into the back room. Well, that's why I'm here. Anything happen while I was gone? Any backstabbers here? Every moment goes by without Janot moaning and grunting. I presume it's how he expresses his passion for his work. Is it just me, or are there rainbows in your eyes? Aww. I'm learning about regulators at the moment. How's your errand coming along? What do you think of the crew here? An interesting bunch, right? Personally recruited Janot and Shale, by the way. Yeah, I could kind of figure. Got the tonic? Give it here, quick! Wouldn't it be funny if we drank, like, the full version stuff? Ah, that's the stuff. Ain't nothing like it to blow the cobwebs right out with a great big kaboom. Awakening something feral in me, it does. Transforms me into a remorseless beast that won't stop till it's done what it was born to do. Which was what? Eddie Road, sorry for sending ye off on errand like that. I just can't concentrate without me tonic, you know? The pile of work only ever gets bigger. It's sad how that works, isn't it? Speaking of which, I better get back to it. Those weapons and tools ain't gonna enhance themselves. Yep, I knew it. That's where we're gonna come in later.
I've been meaning to ask about that Mamulja child. Could he be...
Okay.
Yes. In all likelihood, he's Zoraal Ja's son.
Knew it! I knew it!
So you think so too. But what is he doing here?
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the Drift Downs a few years ago.
Oh.
To think he'd cast aside his child.
Why are you surprised? He killed his own
We can't say
father.
for certain who he was born to, or why he was on his own. But he's a blue-scaled Hubigo, and Zoraal Ja is the only other one around. That being the case, everyone assumes they're father and son. Even the boy has put two and two together. This all happened when he was very little, so he has no recollection of his parents. It breaks my heart to think of it.
That's sad.
What's his name?
Zoraal Ja.
Oh! We get him back, even in a small
It was my
way.
hope that he'd grow up to be a man of principle, like his grandfather.
Like his grandfather rather than his father.
It's a fine name.
I should mention that the boy is a little unusual. At
Unusual
first,
how?
I intended to raise him as my own.
Oh.
But just when I thought he was warming to me, he suddenly disappeared. We searched high and low for several days. And where should he turn up? But in the wilds near Everkeep.
Oh, outside.
What? It's a miracle he didn't fall prey to fiends.
See? That's another unusual thing. Creatures don't seem to attack him. He could pick his way through the Thunder Yards as if he were on a stroll.
I mean, he's smaller, so...
On making inquiries, we learned that he had been living alone and receiving food from the people of the outskirts. This became something of a pattern. We track him down and bring him back, only for him to disappear again within a matter of days. He would return to the wilds without fail, and once again rely on the kindness of strangers to survive. Finally, I took the hint and left him be, giving him the solitude he prefers, and lending a hand only when he explicitly asks.
If Zoraal Ja is Zoraal Ja's child, that makes him my nephew. Assuming he's willing, I'd be glad to take him in like Papa did for me. But seeing as I'm here to kill his father, I don't know if it would be right.
Well, it's not like they're close family, so... Oh, that's not good.
Who was that?
Oh dear. It's Zoraal Ja.
Don't tell me he heard everything.
You and your big mouth.
Ah, this is my fault. I asked that he be kept away, but I should have taken more precautions.
I'm going after him. I need to explain.
Look, I don't think he would really care.
I understand your haste, but it'd be best to coordinate a search. Kavkiwa, do you have any idea where he might go?
There's no telling, I'm afraid. He could as easily be outside the tower as here in Solution 9.
If those who can fight would search below, my mother and I will scour the district.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get to it.
I mean, he moves fast if he's outside already. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be such a major deal, because I suspect that he might have a lot of anger towards his father, because if he already knows the truth, then he knows he was practically, you know, cast aside. Little footfalls. If Zoraal Ja is outside the tower, we need to find him as quickly as possible. Even if he's used to getting around on his own, the wilds are still no place for a child. Agreed. While Kryl and Raha continue reviewing the data, the three of us should devote ourselves to the search. Okay, so I think it means we're going to the other side of Everkeep. Alright, let's head to the base of the tower and take it from there. So, outside in Heritage Frown. I guess we're going outside the other side of the wall, I'm guessing? Okay, let's go. Let's hurry. I mean, if the little guy can make his way around on the outside this long without anyone's help, then I don't think he's alone. Might be quicker just to go out here. But yeah, I don't think he would be alone. Because even if he is able to handle himself outside, for a little kid, he can't just survive on his own. Well, here we are outside, but where do we even begin? Perhaps someone has caught sight of Zoraal Ja. Let's make inquiries nearby. Good idea. Could you handle the outskirts, Alize? In the meantime, Claire and I will head beyond that big wall. Of course. Of course it's us again. Oh, I just realized something. Zoraal Ja never found out he has a grandson. I think he would have been really happy to hear that. But I'm guessing we're going to be bringing him back to Tuliolo with us, are we? I mean, he's pretty much been disowned by his own father, which, again, doesn't surprise me. The guy is able to, you know, murder his own father with no problem. Doesn't appear to be in the area, but you catch sight of a group of people a short distance away. Spotted those people too, yes? Perhaps they've seen something. Come on. You know, now that I think of it, though, didn't Zoraal just say he killed his own... Like, when he was talking to Sphene, he said he had killed his only blood family. Was he not talking about Zoraal Ja, then? What are these guys here for? Looks like some sort of salvage yard. Well, let's ask after Zoraal Ja. Zoraal Ja isn't here. You know the boy? Have you seen him? Oh, her eyes. Oh, forgive me. I didn't know you were... She's blind. No offense taken. My name is Tapu. My eyes may be useless, but my ears are sharper for it. I can recognize people by their footfalls, including Zoraal Ja. So he didn't come this way. Where in the world could he be? I do not know your voices. Who are you to Zoraal Ja, and why do you search for him? I'm family, though we're not related by blood. His father is my brother. I've only just met Zoraal Ja, and we haven't had the chance to talk properly. Maybe not a good idea to go around saying you're the king's sister. But I'm about to do something that will make him hate me, and I wanted a chance to explain. His father is your brother? Then that means you're... Yes, I'm Wuklamat, the vow of resolve of Tuliolo. And I've journeyed here to bring my brother Zoraal Ja to account for murdering our people and our father. Well, you're blunt as ever. When all is said and done, Zoraal Ja may want nothing to do with me. Nonetheless, I'll always consider him family. I'll always be there for him, and I want him to know that. Tears you apart to do what you must. The quiver in your voice tells the tale. Zoraal Ja was headed south. There he has a place that is close to a home as he knows. Find and bear your heart to him. Should he turn bare his heart to you, accept and respect his wishes, as Queen Sphene respected ours when she granted us a place in her realm. Very poetic. I will. Don't worry. But, what do you mean when you say Sphene respected your wishes? Out of concern for our well-being, Her Majesty had urged us to reside inside Everkeep. When we declined, not only did she graciously accept our decision, she granted us the necessary supplies to make our home here. And since then, she has paid us regular visits to see how we fare. That sounds like Sphene, all right. You barely know her. Well, thank you for telling me about Zoraal Ja. I'll find him, and then we'll have a good talk. We'll continue south, it seems. Let's keep our eyes peeled as we make our way. Zoraal Ja appears to prefer solitude, but deep down he is lonely. Small wonder given his abandonment. You just take good care of him, will you? I myself am quite fond of the boy. I really don't think that he holds much love for his own father, because, you know, like, kids who are abandoned do tend to hold a bit of a grudge towards their parents. I know that feeling. I mean, he can't be very old, though, right? Huh. Whoa! What is this? This is... It looks like Alexandria. At least a little bit of it from 9. It's a town. And half of it is submerged. Oh, the architecture looks nothing like we've seen so far. It's more Charlian. Now that you mention it, yeah, a little bit. Ah, there he is, among the ruins. Really? You can see him from here? I don't see him. I only caught a glimpse, but there's no mistaking that tiny silhouette. Let's hurry after him. It'd be a disaster if a building collapsed while he's inside. I have a feeling he knows more about this area than we do. Brown vestiges. What is that lightning? I only saw him for a moment before he disappeared behind a building, but I'm pretty sure Zoraal Ja was headed further south. I'll contact Alize and Link Pearl and let her know to join us. Okay, so let's avoid the monsters. So is this like old Alexandria? Like before the war or something? I'm guessing so. Like, I'm trying to figure this all out. Oh my god. Oh, whoa. I almost ran right into that. But it reminds me of the game. Like, that was the square with the fountain in the middle. Oh. Oh no. No, no, no. Please. Why do we have to deal with attacks here of all places? Oh man, this place is huge! How are we supposed to find our way around here? The area, but the canals and the debris make it hard to get a good view. Let's split up and search. You could head into the canals, I'll make my way through the streets. Oh sure, you give me the dirty job. When we find Zoraal Ja, let's watch from a distance until he gets to his destination. Wouldn't want to startle him and cause an accident. Do you see him? Yep. He's still cute. Alright, now we have to follow him without being noticed. Oh god, I hate these kind of quests. I don't know if you've noticed, I have no patience. Absolutely none. I go rushing in. I charge in. It's what I do. Huh? Did I come out too quick? Damn it! I didn't have to go far. So apparently he goes the wrong way at first, which I don't see how he could not notice with all the debris in the way, unless it fell over recently. So I guess we just gotta wait for him to be out of sight completely, and then go running out. At least we know we can talk. Wish I could zoom out more, but I can't. Is there nowhere else to hide? Should be longer before he starts running. Yep. Usually after, like, the second turnaround, and he sees no one's there, that they start to run faster. I guess they're afraid that, you know, we'll lose our attention span. I mean, he's right there, so I'm assuming that he's looking. Oh no. Oh no, did I lose him? Crap, where did he go? Oh. I thought we lost him there. Duty complete. Okay, is this like his house, or what's so special here?
He's come a long way on such short legs. It's a relief he didn't get hurt.
What's here, I wonder?
Aww.
So he's looking after those little ones.
Zoraal Ja.
Not another step!
What?
Okay,
Sentry?
what? Well, I guess. He looks
Run,
a lot
Zoraal Ja,
older and he
run.
talks.
You know the boy. Who are you? And what do you want?
Huh? Am I the only one here who's kind of taken aback and not knowing what's going on here?
My name is Wuklamat, and I've come to talk to Zoraal Ja.
Is that so?
I'm sorry if I scared you. I want to get to know you better. That's all.
And you, my boy, do you wish to speak with them?
I heard them talking. She said she's going to kill my father.
Not the best things.
I will deal with them forthwith.
Oh no.
But... I want to get to know her too.
Really?
I see. If that is your desire, then I shall stand aside.
Well, that's
All right then.
nice.
Let's talk, you and I. Lots. But, who's the ancient-looking and articulate machine?
Thank you for asking.
If I look ancient, it is because I am. This has been my vessel for no less than 380 years.
Vessel?
Otis is my friend. When I was hungry and sad, he came and looked after me.
Oh, so that's
He
why he
cooks
keeps
for
coming
me,
back.
and teaches me all kinds of things. Like how to read and write and not be noticed by dangerous creatures.
Oh.
This machine
explains it.
cooks for you.
I've heard stranger things, Alice.
And teaches you about fiends. What is he exactly?
Ah! How remiss of me. I had neglected to introduce myself. Sir Otis Valona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria. At your service.
You're
What?
captain of the knights?
Is he like Steiner? Is he supposed to be like this version of Steiner? Yeah, what is your story here? I'm completely... I don't know what to say.
And there I thought it was Zoraal Ja with whom you wished to speak. Not that I'm averse to taking a walk down memory lane.
Oh my god. He is like Steiner, isn't he?
But ere I regale you, we must take our repast.
To eat now in this place?
A meal. Here. I hate to turn down food, but I'd prefer to have this conversation in the back room.
Please, I'm really hungry.
All right. A repast it is.
Yeah, I didn't think she'd be able to say no.
She's going to spoil her nephew silly. I'll send word to Erenville so the others can stop worrying.
Now, if I might prevail upon your assistance, I shall whip up my most delectable specialty.
What's the name of this music? That was so pretty. And oh my god, like this is this world's version of Steiner. He spoke to us. Zoraal Ja actually spoke to us. Otis has been around for as long as he claims. Perhaps he knows things that not even Oblivion is aware of. Oh, that's true! Like, we could have our answers right here. Otis cooks the best food. So, my new friends, I would enlist your aid in procuring the ingredients for our repast. After all, the most enjoyable meals are those we make together. We're happy to pitch in, of course. What ingredients did you have in mind? First of all, some yam and pumpkin. The people of the outskirts should be willing to share their harvest if you and Galuja could go and speak with them. Sure, I'll ask for the cast-offs too, as usual. As for Claire and Alize, I would be obliged if you could procure some woolback meat. Creatures can be found grazing on the slopes outside of town. As beef is less readily available, their flesh makes for a good substitute. That of the younger ones especially, as is the more tender and less gamey. What the heck are these things? Consider it done. We'll be back with the meat before you know it. Thank you kindly. In the meantime, I shall see to other preparations. I'm not sure what I expected. It wasn't a beat-up looking robot that's basically like Steiner. I'm not gonna lie, Steiner annoyed the hell out of me in the beginning of Final Fantasy IX. Oh my god, I just wanted to throw him off a cliff because he was just so... What's the word I'm looking for? Annoying? I mean, I don't think that's the word I'm looking for, but we'll use annoying. But you know what? He really did grow on me after a while. He really did. So just like how Sphene is like this world's equivalent of Princess Garnet, then Otis, I guess, is the equivalent of Steiner, which means I'm gonna grow pretty fond of him pretty quickly, aren't I? Anything around here that's interesting? Doesn't look like it. Petal? That NPC's name is Petal? What's with these names? So weird. Okay, so let's go hunting. Sooner that we finish hunting, the sooner we can hopefully get some damn answers and find out what the heck is going on here. Because this is all a lot to take in. Because, like, look, these look like the ruins of, like, the original Alexandria, like from Final Fantasy IX. Except if a long time has passed and, you know, it was destroyed. Can I get up here? No, it doesn't look like it. But yeah, thankfully it does look like Galuja is a lot more reasonable than his father. It does seem like he takes more after his grandfather, which thank God for that. Oh, there's Alize. Is she gonna, like, try to make this into a competition again? Wouldn't surprise me. Oh, it's one of these things. I mean, I don't think we need to worry about Alize catching one now that I think of it, because, you know, one of these things is pretty big. Okay, I think that's like enough meat to last for like a week. There's Otis. You know, of all the houses that he could have chosen to live in, he chose this one, which is basically has no roof or walls or anything. Oh, I think I went chasing after someone else. What's this? Am I to understand that you've already procured the meat? Good heavens, you have, and such a choice cut it is besides. This plain you know how to handle yourself in battle. Were it 400 years ago, I would have recruited you to the Royal Knights. He's so cheerful. I like him. Just want to see this gear real quick. Why not? Maybe we shall keep it like that. She looks pretty good. Memories of a night. Okay, he's pleased with the meat we brought him. Yeah, I'm sorry. If we're gonna go into cutscenes, which it looks like we will, then let's keep it like this, actually. Once Alice brings her portion, we shall have a glorious bounty to satisfy growing younglings like yourselves. Indeed, I expect there will be ample leftovers to share with the good folks of the Drift Towns. They always appreciate a warm meal. Oh, so they know about you, too. Now, seeing as you've already completed your task so quickly, I have another request to make of you. We've exhausted our supply of kindling electro, and I would be grateful if you could search the houses yonder for more. Kindling electro? In the Old Kingdom, electro rations were issued to each citizen. While small, fragments may still be found here and there. If you can obtain 5 pieces, say, at least one ought to be what we require. That is the kind that converts lightning to fire. Galuja can identify them by their circuitry, so pray take them to him. I'm having a hard time talking here. Why do I always have a hard time talking? The boy has become quite deft at discerning electrope types, and in a very short time, I might add. Now off you go, and happy foraging. So we get to look around town. I would love to be able to explore this town if I did not have to worry about being attacked at every single second of the day. I have a feeling I shouldn't have done that. There's a bridge nearby. Look around before jumping. That's my advice to you all. Do as I say, not as I do. Can I get in? No, it doesn't look good. No way around. How do I get in here? Please don't attack me. Damn it. Oh, fine. You had this coming. You didn't have to do it. But you're dead. And now you must die. Why do they have defective sentries out here? You'd think they'd be decommissioned or something. You think that they would at least be scrapped for parts or something here, but no. Zoraal Ja just lets them run wild. I find it strange that there are like little pieces like right on top of all this debris. You'd think Otis would have found it by now. Oh, an ether current. Let's hurry and find these pieces. I want to know what Otis has to tell us. Oh, I think I see it from here. Oh, come on. Just try to avoid being seen. Oh, that was fun. But you know what? If Alexandria's here, it kind of makes me wonder what the other shards are going to be like. Because, I mean, we've already seen Baron, like from Final Fantasy IV, and now we're supposed to also find out more about Vana'diel in, like, the new Raid series. And now Alexandria. So it makes me wonder, like, what other civilizations we're going to be seeing, like, the equivalent of in this world. Dare to think I had won this time, but it turns out you were already off doing another task. Yeah. She's just so pissed at that. We've got the requested vegetables along with a few extra bits. I have to say, all of this is running around made me hungry. Yeah, and you're making me hungry talking about food. The others have returned as well. What a blessedly lively day this has become. Yeah, why are you all the way out here then? I'm curious. Otis says you have a electrode for me? Wow, you found a lot. Let's see, this one creates wind, this one's for water. You can tell just like that? I'm impressed. Clever, isn't he? I'll bet he gets it from his father. Hopefully his grandfather, more like. Ah, this is it. This converts to fire. It's absorbed lots of lightning, so we should be able to kindle a flame easily. I mean, you don't have to. We can just light a fire with magic. Thank you, Claire. He's so polite. Thanks to your kind assistance, we have everything we need for our repast. Done your part, and now I shall do mine. I bid you relax, my friends. The meal will soon be served. Now I'm hungry. Don't do this to us. This is the kind of thing families do, Kaluja. We have meals together and talk about what's on our minds. So you ate with your father? Yes, with them and my brothers. It was mostly the head of Resolved and I doing the talking, though. Kona and the head of Reason occasionally joined in, and Zoraal Ja spoke when he was spoken to. Wow, so even back then he was kind of an asshole, wasn't he? You said that you have two papas. Does that mean one is yours and the other is my father's? He's never seen a two-headed Mamuja, though. No, both are our father. He's what people call blessed siblings, a Mamuja with two heads. Zoraal Ja is his true-born child, while Kona and I were adopted and don't share the same blood. But that doesn't make us any less a family. What matters is that our hearts are connected. The head of Resolve taught me that. Family. Do you have someone like that too? A person you think is family even though you don't share the same blood? That's a good question. What about you? Oh, well, I mean, I can think of a few people. I'd like to meet them one day. Oh, he's just so sweet. So, Galuja, I'm hoping that we could be family, you and I. Won't you tell me about yourself? You really want to know about me? You're adorable. Why wouldn't I? I do. I want to know all about you, the things you love, the things you hate, anything and everything. I want to know all about you too. That reminds me, we were hoping to hear your story too, Otis. How could you just remember that? I mean, he's kind of looming over your head. As you wish, be forewarned that mine is a tale that will be long in recounting. It was before lightning had altered the world that I was appointed Lord Captain of the Royal Knights. We're talking hundreds of years prior to the calamity, right? Indeed, earlier still than when I assumed this mechanical form. 454 years ago, to be precise. Then you used to be a normal person. Oh yes, I was once flesh and blood, like you, and I proudly served as a knight of Alexandria. So rather than a machine that behaves like a person, you are an actual person. How is this possible? It is only natural that you are confused. Hear my tale to the end, and all shall become clear. The foremost duty of the Royal Knights was the protection of the royal family. In my time, that was their Majesties, the King and Queen, and their only child, Her Highness the Princess. But then, every nation of our star was embroiled in some manner of conflict over Electrobe. Thus was our kingdom drawn into a war with its neighbor. That war was the catalyst for the great calamity that altered the environment. Countless countrymen lost their lives amidst the chaos, the king and queen among them. For a blessing, we were able to protect the princess, who then rose to the occasion and brought hope to her people in those trying times. So kind-hearted was our young queen that, at her behest, we even took in refugees from the enemy nation. But sadly, her reign was cut short. Like many others, her body had been ravaged by lightning, and one day she collapsed and passed away. How tragic. Nay, nary was there a citizen whose eyes remained dry, and many a moon was spent constructing a great tomb worthy of her memory. Yet I clung to hope still, for while Her Majesty was on her deathbed, the kingdom's finest scientists had successfully extracted her soul. Is this what I think it is? Did we hear that right? Extracted her soul? Our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we may live on. This age-old belief had always comforted our people. As casualties mounted in the wake of the calamity, we sought to make it into reality through the power of Electrobe. In time, we succeeded in developing the means to preserve the soul, and it was used to spare the Queen eternal death. Yet it wasn't enough to simply prevent the soul's departure, for the ultimate goal was to recreate a person as they were in life, and this required that their memories be further extracted from their soul. Okay, this is getting kind of creepy. What did they do? Many more years of research to make this possible, by which time I'd become a gray old man. With my days numbered, I did not hesitate to volunteer myself as a test subject for the procedure. It was so that I attained this vessel. And by my successful rebirth, I paved the way for those who are recreated from the memories of the departed. Recreated. The Endless, they are called. Endless? If your tale is true, then the queen that your people brought back to life was Sphene. It wouldn't be Sphene, would it? Oh, so you know Her Majesty as well. My description of her boundless kindness must have paled in comparison to what you no doubt felt in her presence, so she's technically dead. Haven't met her myself, I confess, not since assuming my current form. Wouldn't want to frighten the living daylights out of her. Okay, this is creeping me out. And he's just standing there, laughing. Okay. I don't think I like this. Like, what is this story going on about? I've seen my queen from afar many times, but I've not the courage to approach her. This isn't out of cowardice, mind you, but rather concern. Yes, concern that I would cause Her Majesty undue distress. Otis has told me the tale before. Does this mean the Queen of Alexandria isn't actually a person like you and me? I mean, this is pretty messed up stuff. The Endless. So all this time, Sphene wasn't alive? She lives, yet she does not. 'Tis admittedly a difficult distinction to make. Having inherited the memories of a departed soul, the Endless feels, thinks, and acts precisely as that person would. In that sense, I believe they are alive. The Alexandrians know about this, right? It can't have gone unnoticed that Sphene is perpetually youthful. No one really knows about the Endless. People who wear regulators don't even think about death. Everyone sees that the Queen doesn't change, but they just accept it. How do you just... You know what? Just let it go. To them, it's just who she is. Oh, wow. They're endless apart from yourselves? Well, there should be as many endless as those who have died. I believe they are limited to where they can exist. Queen Sphene is unique in her ability to appear before you. Strictly speaking, I myself am not an endless. They are created using memories extracted from a soul, but my entire soul was placed inside a machine. Being inside a machine makes you different. How? While I do not understand the finer points, my life is bound to this vessel. If it breaks down, then it would be over for me, much like a being of flesh and blood. Hardly an endless, unchanging life, I'm sure you agree. An endless, unchanging life. I can't help but be reminded of the Aya. Did Kakiwa and the others know about all this? Well, they should. I mean, they don't wear regulators, right? Considering their extensive intelligence gathering, I'd be surprised if they didn't. Yeah, why not bring this up? For now, let's share what we've learned with Kryl and Raha. I can't help but have misgivings about this. Okay. Yeah, I think we really need to regroup and really, talk about this because I'm kind of concerned. Oh, what's happening here? Dude, do you ever put that pack down?
Nahe, is that you?
Oh, he's running into some friends.
Good gods, Ellen Nespia! It's been too long, my friend. Where have you been all these years? What have you been doing with yourself? Hold on. They say Queen Sphene has guests from outside the barrier. That's you, I gather?
It seems so. I'm looking for my mother. Do you know where she is?
Your mother? Sorry, but what was she like again?
Oh no.
What? It's Kafkiwa. You know, the one who was too adventurous by half? Who journeyed with the Dawn Servant?
Oh no, she doesn't remember her.
It's not ringing any bells.
Then does that mean...
You can't be serious. Ours was a tiny little village. Surely you remember her.
I really don't. It's all a blank.
Oh, no. I see exactly where this is going.
Anyone else here from the village?
Well, that's convenient.
Hey!
Huh? Elenespia?
I'm looking for Kafkiwa. Where is she?
What's this all of a sudden? Who's Kafkiwa?
He's not gonna take this well, is he?
This cannot be.
It's just like with Mimika.
The memories of the departed are taken away.
But we were talking to her, so... What?
Alexandria, where are you? The others will be here soon, so hurry back, won't you?
Okay, she's got some...
Say something, would you?
Okay, she's got some answers here. Like, we got some questions for her now. She's got some explaining to do. Okay, the next quest is called At a Crossroads, but we'll go ahead and call it there. I think it's getting a bit too long, but let's see if I can give a quick summary with a big fat cat in my arms. Yes, I know, you're cute. So, the Endless. Did not expect that. So, the Queen, at least, we know the Queen for sure is one of these Endless, which are people that died but aren't, like what? How do you explain that? They're people who died but were brought back because of memory? Like, so they're like living souls. And because of their memories, they're able to come back to life. Like, I don't understand. All I can really understand from this is that Sphene is technically dead. Okay, so she is technically dead here. Yes, you're cute, kitty. And there's supposed to be like a whole bunch of... Hi. Then there's technically a whole bunch of these Endless supposedly walking around somewhere, but apparently they're very limited to where they can be. So does that mean like the entire city are Endless, or like are they somewhere else specifically? Like, I don't know. I find the whole idea kind of disturbing, because it's kind of like, you know, they're playing around with the laws of nature here. I mean, it's bad enough that they're using souls to, you know, give them, like, more life, like, anytime that they die by accident or something, but this is messed up. This is really messed up. So, from what I gather here, like, when a person dies, you have the soul and then you have the memory. The memory of that person goes to the cloud. And I'm guessing that's what becomes an Endless. I think that's what I'm trying to understand. Whereas the soul itself is like stored inside the regulators. But then what happens to the soul? Like, does the memory live on, like, as a completely separate person? Or does it, like, develop a soul of its own? Like, how does this work? Like, what is this story? I don't understand it. I mean, I was so excited, like, when I realized, like, yeah, we have Alexandria here, and it makes me wonder, like, what else could be waiting there for us? Like, I don't know, like, is Spira going to show up at one point? Or Midgard? Or, like, Babylon Gardens? Like, I mean, what else is out there? But if they're, like, twisted around like this, like, I'm not sure. Really? He just gets so jealous when I pay more attention to something else that isn't him. Would you stop that? Anyway, I think we'll go ahead and cut it there while I try to process everything that we learned. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon where hopefully this is explained more. And then Kakiwa, like, I have a bad feeling about this. But until next time, everyone, take care.